Hello, I'm Robin Gunning, and tonight I'd like to read another excerpt from Longfellow's poem, The Song of Hiawatha, where my mother Winona got her name. In this chapter, Longfellow tells the story of Hiawatha's father, Mudjekeewis, how he slew the great bear of the north, took his wampum, and achieved immortality as master of the west wind. I'll warn you, there's some misogyny in here, and I hope you can look past it. Honor be to Mudjekeewis, cried the warriors, cried the old men, when he came in triumph homeward with the sacred belt of wampum from the regions of the north wind, from the kingdom of Wabasso, from the land of the white rabbit. From the neck of Mishimoqua, from the great bear of the mountains, from the terror of the nations, as he lay asleep and cumbrous on the summit of the mountains, like a rock with mosses on it, spotted brown and gray with mosses. Silently he stole upon him, till the red nails of the monster almost touched him, almost scared him, till a hot breath of his nostrils warmed the hands of Mudjekeewis as he drew the belt of wampum over the round ears that heard not, over the small eyes that saw not, over the long nose and nostrils, the black muzzle of the nostrils, out of which the heavy breathing warmed the hands of Mudjekeewis. Then he swung aloft his war club, shouted loud and long his war cry, smote the mighty Mishimoqua in the middle of the forehead, right between the eyes he smote him. With the heavy blow, bewildered, rose the great bear of the mountains, but his knees beneath him trembled, and he whimpered like a woman. As he reeled and staggered forward, as he sat upon his haunches, and the mighty Mudjekeewis, standing fearlessly before him, taunted him in loud derision, spake disdainfully in this wise: "Hark you, bear, you are a coward, and no brave as you pretended, else you would not cry and whimper like a miserable woman. Bear, you know our tribes are hostile, long have been at war together. Now you find that we are strongest. You go sneaking in the forest, you go hiding in the mountains. Had you conquered me in battle, not a groan would I have uttered. But you, bear, sit here and whimper and disgrace your tribe by crying, like a wretched Shaugadaya, like a cowardly old woman." Then again he raised his war club, smote again the Mishimoqua in the middle of his forehead, broke his skull as ice is broken when one goes to fish in winter. Thus was slain the Mishimoqua, he the great bear of the mountains, he the terror of the nations. "Honor be to Mudjekeewis," with a shout exclaimed the people. "Honor be to Mudjekeewis. Henceforth he shall be the west wind, and hereafter and forever shall he hold supreme dominion over all the winds of heaven. Call him no more Mudjekeewis, call him Kabayan, the west wind." Hi, I thought you'd be interested in an addendum to Longfellow's story of Mudjekeewis. As I thought about the misogyny in the poem, I wondered, did it come from the Indians or did it come from Longfellow? Native American women were anything but cowardly. They supported the men in battle, and they competed with them directly in games. So I looked into Henry Schoolcraft's writings, Longfellow's reference for the Hiawatha legends, and what do you know? There's no disdain for women at all. In fact, in the story of the slaying of Mishimoqua, it's a woman, the sister of a magician, who actually slays the great bear. Mudjekeewis does help and is rewarded with dominion over the west wind, but only by following the woman's instructions. And he is portrayed as foolish and impetuous. Also, there's nothing cowardly about Mudjekeewis.